All right, everyone. Good morning. Thanks for showing. Um, Hopefully, everyone can hear me. Um, Bright and early for some of us. Some of us, this is probably usual time, but it's time to do it because I know once we get this done, we're going to be about here in a half an hour. We have our other things to do, like actually going to work for some of us, and others we have other things to do to our day. And I don't know, other people might be somewhere else out in the United States or globally. I don't know, depending on when you're looking. Anyway, so I'll be going through this video, and at the same time, I probably won't be showing my screen. So if you do have any questions, just put it into the chat. But yeah, let's go watch this video, and then I'm literally going to be like opening my program and all the other stuff as they're going. So we're going to really be like taking our time with this and not rushing. It is about a 6 hour long video, so you can actually go back here. Actually, let me put the link in the chat. So if anyone wants to actually go back and review the video and the information, you can. So let's go ahead and get this party started. I'm going to remove my screen here. All right. So let's go ahead. So before we actually start this video, you're going to have to download Python and this other program. But anyway, we'll go through the process anyway. We'll take it one step at a time. So let's start rolling this video.
Python course. In this course, you're going to learn everything you need to get started programming in Python. Python is one of the most popular programming languages, and every day people use it to do cool things like automation. They use it in AI, as well as building applications and websites like Instagram and Dropbox. So if you're looking for a job, Python is for you. In this course, I'm going to teach you everything you need to get started with Python. We're going to talk about all the core concepts in Python, and then we're going to build 3 Python projects together. Here's the first project we're going to build. You're going to learn how to create this beautiful website for an imaginary grocery store. Here on the homepage, we can see all the products in the shop, and we also have an admin area for managing the stock. We're going to build this using a popular Python framework called Django. Now, if you have never built a website before, don't worry, I will teach you everything from scratch. You're also going to learn how to use Python in machine learning or artificial intelligence. So you will learn how to write a Python program that will predict the kind of music that people like based on their profile, just like how YouTube recommends videos based on the videos you have watched before. I'll also teach you how to use Python to automate boring, repetitive tasks that waste your time. You will write a Python program that will process thousands of spreadsheets in under a second. I've designed this Python course for anyone who wants to learn Python. If you're a beginner, don't worry. I will hold your hands through this entire course. You're not too old or too young, and Python is super easy to learn. You can write your first Python program in literally seconds. Plus, I'm going to give you plenty of exercises to help you build your confidence writing cool Python programs. My name is Mosh. I'm a software engineer with 2 decades of experience, and I've taught over 3 million people how to code. I'm super excited to be teaching you Python in this course, so I hope you'll stick around and learn this beautiful and powerful programming language.
This is how I use ChatGPT and AI to help start and automate an side.
In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to download and install Python on your computer. So the first thing I want you to do is open up your browser and head over to python.org. On this page, click on Downloads. Here you can see the latest version of Python. Currently, at the time of recording this video, the latest version is Python 3.7.2. Chances are in the future, when you're watching this tutorial, there is a newer version of Python available. Don't worry, all the materials you're going to learn in this course will apply to the latest version of Python as well. So let's go ahead and download Python 3. All right, now look at your downloads folder. Here we should have Python 3 installer. Simply double click that. If you're on Windows, you're going to see this checkbox here, add Python to path. This is really important. Make sure to tick this box. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to follow this tutorial.
Okay, so I'm just going to stop it there. Once again, we're going to take our time with this, okay? So if you haven't downloaded, good morning, everyone. Hope you're happy. Appreciate you. So once again, if you haven't downloaded this program or will be downloading the program, I'm really taking this step by step. I want everybody, even on the replay, to take this step by step because it's important, right? That this is my first time actually doing this. I haven't done this before. I mean, my thing is like in film and TV. So, you know, I'm literally learning this whole new thing that I've never learned before. But once again, I want us to all to go through this because I know some of us will be able to actually utilize this not only in our hobbies, but eventually go on to bigger and better things, maybe even get a job or something using this. I don't know. Anyway, so when you install this program, okay, this is very important because the first time when I went to go install this program, I didn't hit add Python 3.7 to path. Okay, so if you're downloading this program, please click on that add Python 3.7 to path. It's very important. And I don't know exactly, but I believe that when you're installing this program that it links somehow, Python links somehow to your operating system, so it links it faster. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know. But anyway, I'm on a PC, but if you're on a Mac, because I know this is a download for, looks like Python for Windows. It said add Python 3.7 path. But regardless on what version you're on, if you see this window that says add Python 3.7 to path, please click on that because it's very important. All right. So if you haven't downloaded it, I'm going to pause here for about another minute or so. And I know it's going to be boring, you know, as you're watching this. You're going to be like, hey, what's going on? There's, you know, nothing going on. But I'm going to have you take your time, go through it. If you haven't downloaded it, actually, matter of fact, just a couple seconds because you can actually come back and watch this tutorial as the day goes on. So I'm going to give everyone about another 30 seconds to a minute while I'm actually opening my Python right now. And I'll let everyone do that. And we'll be right back. All right, family. So we're going to continue with this video. So once again, once you're installing this program, you're going to go ahead and click on that checkbox that says add Python. In this case, it says 3.7 because this video is older. So there should be a new version out right now. So whatever, yeah, family, we all need a step by step, right? So whatever program version that you're on, go ahead and click that add Python 3.7 to path once again. So we're going to continue the video.
If you're on a Mac, you're going to see an installer like this. With this,
okay, so once again, if you're on a Mac, you're probably going to see something like this. So this is for Mac users.
setup wizard, we can install Python 3 on our computer. So simply click continue and again, agree with the license agreement and install it. This is going to take a few seconds, so I'm going to pause the recording. All right, we have successfully installed Python 3 on our computer. Let's close this. All right, next we need to install a code editor. We use a code editor to write our code. Just like how we use Microsoft Word to write documents, we use a code editor to write code. Now, there's so many code editors out there. The one that I'm going to show you in this tutorial is Pycharm.
Okay, so we're going to pause here. This program is called Pycharm. I have actually used editors in the past. I personally like to use this editor called Notepad++ because I do some light website designing. I'm not definitely not advanced or intermediate. I might be intermediate website designer, but I'm pretty much, I'm actually a multimedia producer. I actually do more than film and TV. So I do know a little bit of CSS and HTML. But I usually use like Notepad++, or there's another editor that some other people use as well. I don't personally use that one. I'm more comfortable in Notepad++, but so this will be my first time using Pycharm as well. So if you have a chance, I'm going to go ahead and actually post this into, let's see, let me go, and I'm going to post the link into the chat. I just need to, let's see here. Just want to make sure everybody has the link. Appreciate your patience. If you haven't already installed, I mean, you might have already installed it. But if you haven't, I'm going to put the link in there. So when you go back, you can install this program. Let's see. Let me just click on the link just to make sure that this is the correct one. Yep, this is it. Okay. All right. This is jetbrains.com/Pycharm. So let me put this in the chat. Okay. Yes, Miss Lady, this will be on the replay. Yes, understand. We all got to get ready for something. So yes, and I'll actually be stopping this around 7:30. So right now we're just gonna go just try to get everybody the program installed. And if you have a chance, you can actually come back to watch this video or in the link, and it should be in the description. Not only here on Mass Media Group, but actually the Python tutorial itself. So go ahead and click on that link. It says jetbrains.com to download it, and you can download the program. All right, so we are going to actually continue. And once again, thank you for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe.
It is one of the most popular code editors for writing Python code. You can get it from jetbrains.com/Pycharm. Now, more accurately, Pycharm is considered an IDE, which is short for Integrated Development Environment. And that's basically a code editor on steroids. It has some additional features that makes it really easy to write code. So let's go ahead and download Pycharm. Now here on the download page, you can see two versions of Pycharm. One is the professional edition, which has additional features, and you'll have to pay for them. The other is the community edition. That is absolutely free, and that's what we're going to use in this tutorial.
Okay, so I'm going to pause it there. So once you go onto this site, he is correct. You're going to see a professional version that you have to pay for, and you're going to see a community version. Go ahead and click on that community version. Let's see. You know what? Let me see if I can actually share my screen here. I'm going to share my other screen real quick so you can kind of see the updated version. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. Let's see. Share this one instead. Okay. All right, so here's the current version here. And then you're going to go, you probably see something like this. It should say like Pycharm Python IDE for professional developers full-fledged professional. It's going to give you some more information, be more productive, get smart assistants, take a video tour. If you want to take your time with this and do the video tour, you can on your own time if you want. It's totally up to you. But anyway, when you get to the landing page, you're going to see something that says download. So we're going to go ahead and click this download button. Okay, so as you said, you're going to see download Pycharm. So once again, you're going to have a professional version here. And if you want the professional version, I mean, you actually might be a coder, so you might want this. I don't know. There's a 30-day free trial. I don't know how much it is, so you're going to have to look at the pricing on it. It says HTML, JS, and SQL. These are programming, coding programming. And then you can download here, or you're going to go to the community and get this one. So you're going to hit that download executable file. That's what it says. .exe is an executable file. And for those that don't know what an executable file is, it's just something that when you download to your computer just runs on your computer. That's basically what it is. So go ahead and download that. I'm actually not going to download this because I've already downloaded this to my computer. But if you do, go ahead and download, and I will continue the video from there. All right, here we go.
So go ahead and download this as well. Now, once again, look at your downloads folder. Here you should have Pycharm. So double click this. Now, if you're on Windows, you're going to see an installation wizard. Simply click next, next, next until you install Pycharm. If you're on Mac, you need to drag and drop this icon onto the applications folder.
Okay, so once again, if you're on Mac, just go ahead and drag it to your applications folder.
Drag and drop. All right, now let's double click this to run it. The first time you run Pycharm, you're going to get this warning because this is an application that you download from the internet. So let's go ahead and open it. Next, you're going to see this dialog box for importing some settings. Leave this to do not import settings. It doesn't really matter. Okay. On this page, select I've never used Pycharm. You can see some keyword shortcuts that might be useful in the future. Just accept this. And down the bottom, click the next button. And then next again. And one more time. And finally start using Pycharm.
Okay, we're going to try to skip past these commercials as fast as we can.
What if you could make a couple extra $1,000 a month using one little app on your phone?
So here's the main page of Pycharm that you're going to see every time you open it. Click on Create New Project.
Okay, so we're going to pause there. Go ahead and open up Pycharm here. Okay, so once you open up Pycharm is opening right now. Yeah, because I know sometimes these videos, you know, they go real fast and you're like, hold on, slow down. You're going way too fast there, buddy. Alrighty. Okay. So I've actually been through this step, but we'll go ahead and slow it down a little bit. So once you have Pycharm open, it's going to take you to a screen, and your project comes up. You're going to title your new project. So we'll go ahead and continue.
This is the location for our project. Let's call this project Hello.
And I'm just going to slow it down. Slow it down here because I don't know who's watching this, so I had to really slow it down. Okay, let's go back a little bit. All right. So on your computer, right, we're going to go real basics. And for the advanced learners, I apologize in advance. But for those that are really, really basic, like just trying to understand how to even navigate around a computer, and I'm assuming more people know how to navigate around a computer. But anyway, so in your actual computer, you have like filing systems. And once again, I apologize for, the advanced users and people who know how to navigate around a computer. But on your computer, you actually have a filing system, right? So if you can see where it says like the location area, users, and then I don't know wherever this guy's folder is, Pycharm projects, etc. So that's exactly where this file is going to be located at. All right, so I just wanted you to know this is actually going to be, it's not just some random thing right now. It's actually going to be a location on your computer. So anyway, so go ahead, and in this particular case, you can name it whatever you want to, but in this case, we're going to name it according to what the video suggests. So let's go.
Hello world. Now, before clicking create, expand this item here. Make sure that base interpreter is set to Python 3.
Okay, so make sure, I know this is mostly on Macs. I know when I went through this, that it was already defaulted to the latest version. But if for some reason you are on a Mac or even on your PC and you see that the latest version isn't clicked on, I believe that's correct. So he might be correcting me, but I think you'll need to click on the latest version. But let's continue.
Python interpreter is basically a program that knows how to execute Python code. It will interpret or translate Python instructions into instructions that a computer can understand. Now, Mac computers by default come with an older installation of Python, that is Python 2. It's considered legacy, which means it's no longer maintained or supported. So earlier we downloaded Python 3. Make sure that this is set to Python 3. If not, from this list, select Python 3.7.
So in this particular case, you're going to choose the whatever latest version that there is.
All right, now let's go ahead and create this project. Now here, right-click on Hello World folder and go to New.
Okay, so actually we're probably going to pause it here. Funny how time flies. I know this is a half an hour, but I think it's important that we actually go through the installation phase. So take your time on the installation phase. And then tomorrow we're going to come back and actually get into the coding process. Man, this is quick. But hey, it is what it is, and we're going to keep it pushing. But once again, you can actually it should be in the description. You could, by the time we actually come back to this, you might be like light years ahead or not, or you might just be like, hey, I just want to continue on the path on how ETN Media is doing it, and come back tomorrow. That's up to you. But tomorrow we're actually going to start coding. So go ahead, download the program. Once again, you're going to download the Python and you're going to download the Pycharm. And if you have any questions about downloading it, I'm going to put it in the, let's see, chat. Or, if you have any questions about installing it on the computer, please go ahead and send an email to admin@etnmediagroup.com or etnmediagroup@gmail.com, and we'll go ahead and try to help you out. So once again, this is available on both Mac and Windows laptop. I don't know if it's available on mobile. You'll have to actually do your due diligence. I don't think it is because it's a pretty robust program. But yeah, go ahead and watch the replay once again in terms of how to install this. take your time with it. Go back to the video. Make sure you're checking all the necessary boxes, especially add to path when you first install Python. That's very important. So on that note, family, once again, we will come back tomorrow at 7 a.m. and we're going to go ahead, start learning how to code. Now, I know everything looks for some of us, even including myself, this looks very advanced, very insane, but people are doing this daily. They're making thousands of dollars. Some people making millions of dollars coding and so forth. So it's not really about the money too. I mean, you might be able to use this you might be a volunteer. You might be like, hey, I want to learn Python to build a website. I want to learn Python to how to actually analyze data. So that's hopefully what we're going to learn. This is like the basics of it. So, I mean, my thing is like, once we know the basics, you can take it and then you can become intermediate to advanced and take it to a whole nother level. I'm just personally just trying to understand the basics to see how I can implement this into my workflow. So on that note, everybody have a wonderful day. We'll see you back tomorrow at 7 a.m.-ish. We'll hopefully get there at 7 a.m. Peace, love, and respect. And we will see y'all tomorrow. You guys have a wonderful day and take care. And we'll continue actually from this particular spot, because this particular spot, once again, I believe should start us at, let's see, what is this? We're at 6 minutes and 20 seconds around there. Should actually have us start coding from there. So go ahead, download the program. And if you have any questions, yes, go ahead. Please email us and we'll help you walk you through the program. Yeah, I'm not super computer knowledge. Yeah, it takes time. I mean, especially when you're learning things. That's why I wanted to go through this step by step, because even when you're coding, even when I've coded websites, right? Like any little dot, any little letter, anything that's off in your code can throw off like your whole site, right? I mean, you're like, I don't even know what happened. So even when you get to the installation level, it's important to follow these steps. So go back, watch this video. I did put it's in the description of the video that you can go back and refer to not only this video, but actually to the applications as well. If for some reason, once again, you're having issues, hit us up at etnmediagroup@gmail.com or admin@etnmediagroup.com, and we'll try to help you out as best as we possibly can. So once again, we will see you tomorrow at 7 a.m.-ish, bright and early. And to do this again, we can do this, and we are going to do this. We are going to learn Python. I am in full inspiration mode right now that we are going to do this, because it's very important that we know about technology, right? And that we can learn. Anyway, once again, everybody have a good one, and we will be talking tomorrow at 7 to 7:30.
The way it currently stands, forced labor, slavery takes precedence over rehabilitation and public safety.
Oh, by the way, while the Biden administration gives reparations to everyone but free people, look at the billions he has run over to Ukraine.
We don't have black grocery stores because if you think about it now, just to get in that supply chain, it's almost unheard of.
They don't want the truth to get out. Okay? I don't want to know what my family did or what all these people did and all this stuff like that. Okay? You read that 500-page report.
There's this thing called white superiority and black inferiority. That mindset allows all of the behaviors that we've seen across generations.
I had no idea that church I was running by every day was something my grandfather established.
This is not a handout. This is a debt that is owed.
Allensworth was like the internet of its time in 1904, 1905.
The total black population in California is about 2.6 million, and then of that, the descendants compose about 2.2 million of that. So California, with a multi-billion-dollar surplus, can absolutely afford to satisfy the international terms for reparations, beginning with compensation.
Any financial obstacle that exists that impedes the success of increasing financial prosperity needs to be dealt with and eliminated.
No matter where we've been, no matter what part of this fight we've been harmed, and we've had harm done to us specifically.
When I got to Los Angeles, this was some of the worst segregation I'd ever seen. And remember, I'm telling you, I'm from Mississippi.
Because as you can see, I'm giving you broken history right now, you know? But I had to give it to you guys today. I said, no, I got to show them this because it's so precious and nobody really knows about it.
Overnight, it's like, oh, it's no longer the quarters, now it's Lincoln Heights. Oh, so now we get to use Abraham Lincoln for our name. And you think about all the other people that they could have used, but they picked Lincoln. And I think that's sort of a stereotypical of what they do.
There wasn't any black restaurants. As far as black business and weed, it wasn't none.
Black people don't have that kind of luxury. Our historically black communities have been redistricted multiple times.
Why has it been easier for other groups than us?
Because of anti-black hatred.
Now listen, if you can't handle the TR room, don't tune in.